Which perfectly sets up the most fascinating mechanic of this entire event. The 4 pillars of intent. This is wild. The sources revealed that the matching at this speed mingle is not just based on who happens to be standing next to the bar or who bought a ticket.
They are actively matching people by purpose, not just proximity.
When you register for the event online, you must select a deal breaker category that defines exactly why you are walking into that room.
And they break this down into 4 very distinct, openly acknowledged pillars. Let's start with the first 2. Okay, the first one is networking. Professional ascent. This is for expanding professional horizons, finding mentors, collaborators, and industry insights.
This first pillar is highly pragmatic. It acknowledges that people absolutely want to network and build their careers, but they hate the stale, fluorescent-lit, formal conference room vibe.
They want to do it dynamically, perhaps with a craft beer in hand, in a setting that feels less rigid.
Exactly. The second pillar is where it gets really interesting to me. It's called friendship. Social synergy.
They described it specifically as finding a reliable workout buddy, a co-conspirator for late-night debates, or a brunch partner. They explicitly call it cultivating deep platonic bonds.
This is incredibly rare to see formalized in this way, and it speaks volumes about the current state of society. Making genuine friends as an adult,
Completely detached from your workplace or your children's school network?
is notoriously painfully difficult. Our modern society has largely dismantled the third places, the community centers, bowling leagues, and local clubs that used to facilitate adult platonic matchmaking naturally.
So by giving friendship equal weight and formal structure, right alongside romance and professional networking, the organizers are validating a massive, desperately underserved social need.
Millions of people aren't looking for a spouse or a job. They just want someone to get a coffee with on a Saturday.
Right. Now, the third pillar is what you would naturally expect at a mingle event: dating, romance, and real chemistry.
They pitch this as skipping the superficial digital profiles to find an undeniable in-person spark.
Completely bypassing the expensive, drawn-out scheduling and disappointment of a typical first date from an app.
And then we have the 4th pillar.
Which, frankly, blew my mind that they included it so openly right next to professional networking.
It's called casual fun, spontaneous adult play.
The source material strictly defines it as being for those seeking spontaneous hookups, low-commitment, high-energy interactions with clearly defined boundaries.
It is a radically transparent, almost shocking approach to event design. By putting casual fun right next to professional assent on the registration form, they are completely dismantling the hidden agendas that ruin so many interactions.
In most social settings, the person looking for a spontaneous hookup has to cloak their intentions under the guise of casual networking or friendly chatter.
Which inherently leads to miscommunication, crossed boundaries, and resentment when one party realizes they have been misreading the interaction.
The sheer brilliance and, honestly, the potential for absolute chaos of this is wild. Think about the logistics behind the scenes.
Yes, the sources say that after you pick your primary deal breaker category, you also select your general interests.
Things like arts and culture, food and drink, intellectual stimulation, sports and activities.
Then, they feed this data into a proprietary algorithm.
The algorithm calculates your compatibility percentage with other attendees and uses that data to decide which tables you rotate to.
It ensures you are seated with people who align with both your interests and, most importantly, your intent.
It's like a social Swiss Army knife, you know? You pull out the specific tool you need for whatever specific season of your life you're currently in.
And this algorithm acts as a silent, invisible curator. It is the bouncer at the door of your specific table.